Want to look fresh and glowy under 10 minutes? Let me show you how. Everyday minimal makeup routine. It's super simple, fresh and perfect for when you want to do your makeup without spending too much time. I'll walk you through each step and share the products I actually use every day. This look makes me feel confident and glowing with minimal effort. So let's start with the skin prep. A good makeup always starts with good skin preparation. You just can't skip skincare. It's the most important part, and honestly, it should be your everyday ritual. I always start with a lightweight moisturizer to keep my skin hydrated and plump. Today, I'm going to use my Kiehl's Super Multi-Corrective Anti-Aging Cream. This one's amazing because it deeply hydrates and helps smooth out any textures or fine lines. It gives the skin that soft and supple bounce, perfect for the makeup application. It's rich but it's not greasy, so your base looks very fresh and not heavy. Next is a sunscreen, which is completely non-negotiable even if you're staying indoors. The product I'm using is a Shiseido Expert Sun Protective Clear Stick, which has an SPF of 50. This is such a game changer because it's in a stick form and it's super easy to glide on without messing up any of your base. So it has a SPF 50 plus, which protects your skin from UVB rays. These are the ones that burn the skin, and also it helps you from the UVA rays, which causes anti-aging and damage over time. It's invisible and it's very comfortable and doesn't leave the skin with a white cast. Next, the product that I'm going to use is the Dior primer. It's called the Dior Veil Primer. This primer feels very luxurious. It smooths the skin while giving a very soft and radiant finish. It blurs out your pores and creates the perfect canvas for a very minimal makeup. I love that it adds a bit of a moisture, so my base doesn't cling to any dry patches, especially around the nose and my cheeks. Now that we have the skin prep in place, let it all sit in for a few minutes, and then we go in with a color corrector. I have dark circles, so I have to use a color corrector. So next, I'm gonna color correct my eyes, under my eyes, and the product I'm gonna use is the Huda Beauty, the orange corrector in the shade Mango. I'm gonna apply it at the back of my palm a little bit, and I apply a tiny bit under my eyes to cancel out the dark circles. This formula is very creamy and it blends beautifully, and it does not crease or feel heavy. It instantly brightens that under eye area, and it kind of fades out the blue color that I have, and then it's much easy to cover my under eye with some concealer. For an everyday look, I usually skip the foundation and go for something very lightweight and glowy instead. So I take a little bit of my Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. This is one of my absolute favorite because it gives a soft and luminous glow without feeling like, you know, having foundation on. It evens out your complexion a bit and adds just the right amount of radiance. like your skin but better. It's very long lasting, it's breathable, and it's perfect for the natural. I woke up like this, look. So let's get that all in around our skin, the face. You can avoid the areas where I have done the color correction so that your skin feels very healthy. Now that's done. Then I would next move on to my wet beauty blender. I would go in with my concealer. For the concealer, I use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This concealer is such a classic cult for full coverage, but still I feel it gives a very natural finish. It sets beautifully and lasts all day with very less creasing. A little goes a long way, and I've learned that letting this concealer sit for a few seconds, it helps you blend beautifully to have a very reduced creasing under your eye. So let's place it on the areas that you want a bit of a coverage. Gonna cover all the areas that I have the color corrector on, and a little bit around me, the mouth area, and let it sit. Let's just wait for it to get a bit dry and tacky. And then you take a wet beauty blender and you tap, tap, tap. You don't drag it, just dab your beauty blender on the areas that you want the coverage. You can just even it out to a bit on the lower part of your cheeks so it doesn't look very harsh. And then you go in on the other side and you blend, tap, tap, tap. Yeah, you can see all that is being blended. Keep in mind, we are not looking at having like a full-on, full coverage, full-on glam makeup. So you're gonna still see a bit of your natural skin underneath. Once we have that in place, we go in with the Huda Beauty setting powder. This is the Easy Bake Loose powder. In the shade, I use banana bread. So this powder is so finely milled, it kind of melts into the skin instead of sitting on top. I like to take it and warm a bit between my hands and gently press it around my eyes and my T-zone. So like this, we tap it around. I don't recommend directly baking it all over, especially if you have dry skin. I'm placing the powder wherever I feel I need a bit of a mild mattifying effect, because I took the concealer, I kind of spread the concealer all over my face. So let's just make sure that it's all set, not too heavy with the powder. I think this is good. Yeah. If you see, it keeps your look, it kind of keeps you looking fresh and not cakey, and it adds that soft blurred finish to your skin. And the next thing I'm gonna do is, let's do the cheeks. So before that, I will remove some excess product that I would have had by now on my eyebrows. I clean it all up, and then I go in with my blush. So for the blush, we're gonna keep it very dewy and simple. So I'm gonna mix two blush. One, I'm gonna take the Make Me Blush liquid blush from YSL. I'm gonna take it at the back of my hand. I'm gonna take a bit of the cream blush. It instantly brings life back to your face. So this YSL blush, this formula is so beautiful, lightweight, and it's so very blendable, and it gives it healthy flush without disturbing the base of your makeup. It has a very natural and dewy finish, so it just melts into your skin and makes you look radiant from within. Can I place a bit on my nose to get that sun-kissed look? Yeah, this is the second one. I'm gonna use on top of it a little bit of the Pixie On The Glow blush. This is like a pH tinted moisture stick. So again, I'm going to take it at the back of my palm. We're going to take a brush and do one more swipe above this. Don't worry, we're going to set it all in towards the end. Okay, so that's it. And now we move on to the eyes. Next we go in with the eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia brow powder. I love how soft and natural it looks. I'm gonna fill the eyebrow now without making it look too harsh or drawn on. So I'm just gonna fill in my natural brows. Just gonna fill this. Not gonna use a pencil. Gonna brush it out. Yeah. And then we go in with the Benefit Brow Gel. This is cult favorite for a reason. It adds this tiny fibers to make your brows look full instantly. It holds the shape beautifully without making it stiff or crunchy. Perfect for an effortless brushed up look. So we're gonna place it and let it dry. Next, this is purely an optional step. You can go in and add a little bit of neutral eyeshadow in a little bit of brown or a peach tone for a soft wash of color. Maybe you can top it up with a mild shimmer shade. I've taken the Makeup by Mario palette. I'm going in with the brown, a light brown shade, and I'm going to place it all over my eyelid, just a little bit. Nothing harsh. And that's it. With the same fluffy brush, I'm gonna go in and take my Fenty. There's this shimmer shade. I'm gonna just place it in the first half of my eyelid. And then going back again to my Mario palette and just kind of smoothing it out with another, the same brown shade. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. And the next thing I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna use an eyeliner, but I'm gonna tight line my eyelids. I'm gonna go in and take my Dior pencil. It's perfect for tight lining because it gives it glides on like butter, smooth without tugging and giving that subtle definition that makes your lash look thicker. So you just go in and then you tight line the other eyes. That's it. This kind of gives a very nice definition without doing your full eyeliner. Yeah. And then we go in with the mascara. So for the mascara, I'm gonna use the Tarte mascara. I love this because it keeps my lashes separate and it lengthens each lash without clumping it. So it gives a very dramatic yet a very fluttery effect to my lashes. So we go in with one eye, then we do the other. I'd like to go in and also do my lower lashes. Not too heavy, just a little bit. It's super black and it's long wearing and I don't feel it smudges. Even on humid days, it does stay put. Now once that's done, we will go in with a powder highlighter. So I would like to use my favorite, my Dior highlighter. So I'll take my Dior highlighter and take it on my brush and I place it on my cheekbones. This gives the most beautiful soft focus glow. There's not too much glitter, just radiant. It catches the light in all the right places and makes your skin looks very healthy and luminous. You can layer it lightly for a day or build it up for a more glamorous look for the evening. Then I'm gonna go in again with a little more of my YSL blush, just a little more, just to lay it a bit over my highlighter, just a little bit. That's it. And then we go in with our lips. For the lips, I'm going to use the Pixie pH Reactive Lip Gloss. This is such a fun product because it adjusts to your lips' natural pH and gives a custom pink tint that suits you perfectly. So let's try this. Yeah, this is the thing. It kind of makes it's a very non-sticky and it's a super glossy and keeps the lips hydrated for hours. And I'm gonna line my lips with a lip pencil. Nothing harsh, just something that's very light, just to get the definition. And then I'm gonna go in with my Dior 100 liquid matte just in the center. And then I'm gonna go in, take my eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna take flat brush, something like this, and go in with a flesh color shade. I'm just gonna clear out my under my eyebrows. Yeah. And then we're gonna go in and have the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I'm going to use once more. This setting spray, it kind of locks everything and it keeps your skin looking very fresh all day. And I finish it with always this spray. This setting spray is a magic in a bottle. It melts all the layers of your makeup together for that seamless airbrushed finish. It keeps the shine under control while maintaining that soft glow, and it smells amazing, and it really helps your makeup to last all day. And that's it, my quick, minimal, everyday makeup look. It's easy, natural, and perfect for work, coffee runs, or just those days you want to feel fresh and confident without doing too much makeup. If you like this look, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more everyday beauty content. And comment below what kind of look you'd like to see next. Maybe a 5-minute office glam or a no foundation look. Let me know. Love you guys. See you in the next one.